Tonight, an ABC News Barbara Walters special. The next chapter. And now, Barbara Walters.
Good evening. Tonight, a 2-hour back-to-back event. Coming up later, my annual list of the 10 most fascinating people of the year, including the most fascinating, so far a secret. It could possibly have been Michael Patrick Casey. But we're going to spend our whole first hour just with Michael. And why? Because Michael is about to dive into uncharted waters. When next month he is married in a lavish, celebrity-studded ceremony reminiscent of the royal wedding of Diana and Prince Charles. Tonight he is very personal and revealing, and he's both exhilarated and scared. Michael, this is your first television interview since your engagement.
Well, it's actually my first TV interview anytime, anywhere. There's never been a reason to do one before.
If I didn't know you, we'd never met, I'd never heard of you. Describe
Michael
Patrick for me.
Having never met me, I would describe myself as 5'11", very white, medium build, I guess, if I'm being charitable, and I don't know, I'm the middle of 3 kids from Wilmington, Delaware, born in the mid-'80s.
Do you like yourself? Do you feel that you're a success as a man?
Successful as a man, I guess the jury's still out on that, but as a young man, for sure. I was a very important member of the 1998-99 Triple Crown State Championship for Salesianum Cross Country, Winter Track, and Spring Track, at which point I raced 0 times and contributed absolutely nothing to winning those, but I was on the team because they didn't cut anybody.
You are a winner?
At athletics, not so much. I was the captain of 2 state championship winning mathlete teams in high school, which is kind of like being the tallest guy at a midget convention, considering it was the Delaware State Championship, and captain of the mathlete team doesn't exactly have the same cachet as captain of a, real team.
That just about sums it up.
Jinx, buy me a Coke. Cat got your tongue? Well, if we're done, I guess this has been a fun fake engagement video. No, we're not? Yes? Barbara?
You always talk about how pretty you are, but what do you really think of your looks?
I'm realistic about it. I realize I'm not the most handsome guy in Pennsylvania, but I'm from Delaware, so I guess I'm okay with just being the most handsome guy from there.
I said when you came in that you have the cutest tush.
I know. I've been dad to voyeur a number of times, so I've been told.
You are very good looking.
You're really just embarrassing yourself now.
But you're not married yet.
This has taken a strange turn. I thought this was about, Melissa and I, not whatever you are and me.
What kind of a tree are you?
Tree would I be? I guess I mostly identify with coconut tree. I'm pretty tropical, tall, thin, strong, delicious. I like to picture myself as like the pillar of health on like a beautiful island. And I produce like a delicious, healthy treat that island people can enjoy. Almond joy, although I don't eat the almonds. But I do love coconut. Coconut candy, coconut cream pie. I actually have a hookup in South Philly where I get free coconut cream pie. I'm sorry, what was the question?
How do you get it for less?
Well, it's got to be the right guy behind the counter. And I'll walk up and I'll give him 7 quarters and a nickel, but I just show it. And he'll go, the price is the price. And I say, how about 180? And then I turn. And that's where, you've said it before. My main asset is behind me. And then I just walk out with the pie.
I see. And then the price comes down. Tell me about your childhood.
Early childhood, I don't remember too much. I I started walking when I was 10 months old. Haven't stopped yet. Started talking at 1 year. Also haven't quit. Potty trained by March of '86. It's been bumpy since then, but I've kept that up. Kindergarten starting at age 3. I don't know, pretty normal. I'm sure I have a lot in common with Melissa in that way.
It was a perfect match. He is perfectly handsome and suave. No one wears a suit better or his fame more lightly. She also wears a suit incredibly well and is even more perfect when she speaks.
I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat.
She is a star in her own world. When we met again last month, Michael Patrick was as charming as ever, but this time we were here to talk about the most serious challenge he has ever faced. Do you want to have children of your own?
But that's not really just my call. Anytime I talk to Melissa about it, we really level out on not so many the number of kids as the number of pregnancies. So I think we're going to shoot for 1, and then if we end up with 2 plopping out of there, or 3 or 4, we'll probably hang tight. But if it's just the 1, we'll make do.
Even you want to have children of your own? You're such a little pumpkin yourself. Would you want to have average-sized children?
I guess super big kids wouldn't be great, nor would super small. Although I'm taller than my dad and Melissa's taller than her mom, so maybe we'll get some mutants.
When did you tell each other this was it, that you were in love, and who said it first?
There's not really a story there. We mostly talked about whether we were going to be exclusive first, and then after that, I don't have a distinct memory about who said I love you first.
Was it love at first sight?
No, far from it. I knew her for 5 years, more than 5 years before we ever even started thinking about being romantic. So I'd say it's like love at 80 millionth sight.
She's so hot this year. She's funny and smart. How does that make you feel?
How does it make me feel? Happy, I guess, that I get to be around her. She's, very nice to look at, but I'd say my favorite thing about her is probably her sense of humor, or at least our sense of humor we have together. But yeah, I guess I'll have the rest of my life to having people tell me how somehow it's a positive for me that she is good looking, as though it's something I should be proud of. But that's just the world we're living in. Right, bud?
For the record, I would like to be an oak growing tall in the forest right next to Michael Patrick.
I'm not sure how to interpret that, but I'm going to go with gross. No, thank you.
It's going to be a great day, huh?
Yep. Today will be a good day. September 1st will be a great day. I'm looking forward to getting married to Melissa. She's the best.
Amazing. Has been the subject of very little snark or envy. Maybe because we find it impossible to resist perfection. Or maybe because it is heartening to think that no matter how long it may take, the perfect someone is out there for everyone.
Now leave. Seriously, get out of my house.